The curious tax collector Zacchaeus was a chief tax collector in Jericho, and he was a very wealthy man. But his wealth came at a cost. The people despised him, seeing him as a traitor who extorted money from his own kind for the Roman oppressors. He was also a short man, which often made him feel overlooked and insignificant. One day, a buzz spread through Jericho. Jesus of Nazareth was coming. Zacchaeus had heard the stories of this prophet, healer, and teacher, and a deep curiosity, a longing he couldn't quite name, stirred within him. He wanted to see Jesus. As Jesus entered Jericho, a great crowd gathered. Zacchaeus, being short, found it impossible to see over the heads of the many people. He tried to push his way through, but no one made room for him. Frustration mounted, yet his desire to see Jesus burned brighter. Luke 19:3. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but because he was short, he could not see over the crowd. Zacchaeus, not one to give up easily, quickly devised a plan. He knew that Jesus would pass a certain sycamore fig tree. Without hesitation and perhaps a touch of undignified haste for a man of his standing, he ran ahead of the crowd and climbed up into the branches. From his perch, he would have a clear view of Jesus as he walked by. It was a humble act, perhaps even foolish in the eyes of others, but for Zacchaeus, seeing Jesus was worth any small embarrassment. As Jesus reached the sycamore fig tree, he stopped. To Zacchaeus' astonishment, Jesus looked up directly at him. Their eyes met. A wave of surprise, perhaps even fear, washed over Zacchaeus. He was used to being ignored, or worse, scorned. But Jesus didn't scorn him. He called him by name.
Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today.
The words echoed in the air. Zacchaeus, a tax collector, a sinner in the eyes of many, was being invited by the most revered prophet to share a meal, to enter his home. Joy, profound and unexpected, welled up within him. He quickly descended from the tree, his heart pounding with excitement and a sense of unworthiness. Luke 19:5. When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today." The crowd, however, was not pleased. Murmurs and grumbling spread through the onlookers.
"He has gone to be the guest of a sinner,"
they whispered, their faces etched with disapproval. They couldn't understand why Jesus, a holy man, would associate with someone like Zacchaeus. But inside Zacchaeus' house, something transformative was happening. As he sat with Jesus, listening to his words, feeling his acceptance, the hardened shell around his heart began to crack. The desire for wealth, the need for approval, the bitterness from being ostracized, it all started to fade in the light of Jesus' love. He saw himself and his life through new eyes. Luke 19:7. All the people saw this and began to mutter, "He has gone to be the guest of a sinner." Moved by the grace he had received, Zacchaeus stood up and, facing Jesus, made a bold declaration.
"Look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount."
This was not a reluctant offering, but a joyful, heartfelt act of repentance and restitution. He was not just giving, he was making things right, going beyond what the law required. His transformation was evident, a testament to the power of encountering Jesus. Luke 19:8. But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount." Jesus, seeing Zacchaeus' genuine repentance and the radical change in his heart, responded with words that brought immense comfort and affirmed his new beginning.
Today salvation has come to this house because this man too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost.
Zacchaeus, the despised tax collector, was no longer lost. He had been found, embraced, and transformed. His encounter with Jesus was not just about seeing him, but about truly being seen and, in turn, seeing himself and his purpose anew. His story became a powerful reminder that no one is beyond the reach of God's love and redemptive power. Luke 19:9-10. Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this house because this man too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost." If you like this video, please follow, like, and share.